Yo, what is going on, guys? It's LG Fish Keeping. In today's video, I want to discuss the difference between community fish versus predatory fish and why community fish are not even close to as good as predatory fish, in my opinion. And I want to let you guys know that I'm really appreciative of all of the comments and all of the support you guys have been giving me and all the feedback and the support on the videos, and I would like to continue to make videos, and I hope that you guys enjoy this one. So let's have a good video. Alright, so right off the bat, community fish are really peaceful and non-aggressive at all. They like to swim together in groups. Normally you see typical behavior such as schooling and small fin nips and really just eating vegetation and planted foods and not really too much meaty products, whereas in predatory fish they're eating such stuff as like live fish and live shrimp, live meat and live prey. They like to hunt and they're really aggressive, and it's funny because my fish that I had when I started out with was 4 zebra danios, 4 sunburst platies, 4 black mollies, and 1 plecostomus. If I dropped all of those fish into my tank right now, they would get destroyed in the tank. They would get absolutely obliterated and eaten almost instantly like that. So starting off with a community tank is really wise, and it's what I started off with at least, and then upgrading to a predatory tank is what most people do. So that's just really up to you, but in my opinion, predatory fish are so much better than community fish for numerous reasons that I will cover. Right, so in a community tank, you're not going to see as much action when you're feeding the fish. You're not going to be able to see fish jump out of the water and attack their food. You're not going to be able to feed them stuff that you wouldn't even expect. Like for me personally, I live in the Huntington Harbor, so I go off my dock and I catch live fish and rockfish and kelpfish, and I drop it in the tank. Yes, that might raise some concern, but they overall eat it and they're doing okay, so I don't see the problem with that. They eat shrimp, they eat crabs, they eat almost anything. I'll bring them worms, earthworms. I feed them a wide range of food. And another good thing about predatory fish is that food is really cheap and inexpensive because you can go dig for worms, or you could collect some stuff. Well, in my case, because I live in the harbor, I can easily collect it, but you can really just feed them like raw fish. You could feed them tilapia. They like tilapia, and it's much easier than buying community fish food because they'll eat only flakes, and particularly they like flakes in particular, and they won't really eat as much food that you drop in, and they're not as aggressive. They need specific food requirements, which costs a pain in the butt for money. Additionally, in predatory fish tanks, the fish get a lot bigger, and you get to see more personality out of them. Whereas in a community tank, you're going to be seeing a lot of fish that you don't really get too attached to. So if one dies, you're not too upset about it. So you don't really build a connection to the fish. Rather, you like the way the aquarium looks and you like the way the fish are presented. You don't like the specific personalities and different interactions that the fish bring to you. So that's a big thing for me, is that my Oscars, they have huge personalities. My red tail has a huge personality, and my tiger shovelnose and peacock bass, angelfish, all the fish in my predatory tank have huge personalities, and I've grown to have a connection with them, and I'd be devastated if any of them died because I love my fish so much. And I think that for me, if I were to lose any of the fish, that would be a big bummer. As for me though, with my community tank, I didn't have that big of an issue. When they would die, I would just go buy out a new one because they were cheaper, easier to buy, and I didn't really need to adjust anything, just got a new fish. So community fish you don't get too attached to, and boy did they die really fast, and they're not as interesting, and you don't get too in love with them as you do with predatory. And again, this video isn't made to discourage anyone away from getting community fish, because as for me, I started with community fish, so I understand the basics and I understand why people start with community fish, and if they continue to like community fish, that's all on them. That's their opinion and that's what they like. But for me, predatory fish are an insane thing to have. I love watching how big they get. I love the size. Yes, they do require a bigger aquarium, and you're going to need harder filtration and a larger filtration. It's definitely an upgrade from community fish. You're going to need a lot more in bigger things as opposed to regular community tanks, and you can just basically buy the entire setup for community tanks as opposed to predatory tanks. So it's just really all up to you. I'm free with I'm free range in the hobby right now. I'm just experimenting with community, semi-aggressive, and predatory fish, but so far I have liked predatory fish, and I have only been in the hobby for a year, and I've grown a lot in the hobby from community to semi-aggressive to predatory, and I'm still learning about predatory fish. But as of now, I think that predatory fish is the fish that I believe people should really get into and invest their time into, because it's a great accomplishment after you see that your fish are growing at astonishing rates and you're seeing how insane they get with food when you drop stuff in, and it's incredible. Additionally, while the community fish are most popular in the aquarium hobby, predatory fish is something for experienced fish keepers. So if you are not of the experienced fish keeping, then I would not recommend you getting into predatory fish until you have experience, say with a couple community fish. While there are very experienced people who still own to this day community fish with years of experience at the hobby, that is because when adding plants and fish together, the combination is insane the way it looks, and it's really just magnificent to see the difference in the contrast of colors with plants and aquarium fish. And I think it's just like, it's a great thing and it looks really cool. But for me, predatory fish, the way you can just drop in anything and they attack it is insane, and it's wild and it's fun, and it's always interesting to see what new thing they'll eat and what new thing they'll go for. And I think that that's really special, and I think it's a great outlet to have food that you can just drop in and watch it attack it, and that's always so fun. Whereas community fish, when you drop in like flakes here and there, yes, that's not as fun, but they are pretty. They do have nice colors, but so do predatory fish, and they do get a lot bigger, which is also the reason why I like predatory fish. Additionally, with community fish, they're not as active, or they are more active than predatory fish. My bad. Predatory fish are somewhat slower. Once they get to a certain size, they like to stay slower and kind of keep to themselves, whereas community fish, they're always moving around and keeping your tank interesting and fun and fast. But predatory fish, when they see food, they're gonna attack it, and there's not gonna be any going back for that prey. So predatory fish, big thing with them is they are a lot slower, but when it comes to feeding, they're way faster than community fish. So a couple fish to consider when you're getting predatory fish, and some of my favorites are the arowana, snakehead, larger cichlids such as Oscars, angelfish, discus, anything from bichers to flower horns to stingrays, freshwater stingrays, jardinis, really datinoids. Just there's so red-tailed catfish, goonch catfish, tiger shovelnose. There's so many predatory fish, and that's the great part about them. There's a lot of predatory fish out there for you to choose from, and there is a lot of community fish out there for you to choose from, but predatory fish you just can't beat. I have loved my predatory fish, and I love my predatory fish, and I feel like it's a great thing to share with you guys, and I feel like it is a great thing to let you guys know if you guys are debating between getting a predatory fish versus a community fish. Predatory fish, in my opinion, definitely a big one. Definitely would root for the predatory fish on this one. And yeah, so I just wanted to say predatory fish are my favorite fish as of now, and I'm looking to see if maybe some community fish catch my eye, but as of now, predatory fish have got me, especially with the feeding. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be hopefully uploading videos a lot more. I get off of school in a couple months, and boy am I excited for that. I'll be making a lot more videos, and I'll be investing a lot more time working on editing, because I know my editing, it lacks a lot, but I'm going to be making improvements, especially with computers software and some couple upcoming things. And I'm going to hopefully be getting a new tank. I'm going to be doing a couple new things, saltwater maybe. And I really appreciate everything you guys do, and for watching the videos and for staying updated on everything. I wouldn't be able to have this platform and have an audience if it wasn't for you guys. I really love the support, and I love everything you guys have been doing and continue to do for me, and I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I hope you guys catch LG Fish Keeping on the next video. So peace out. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be hopefully uploading videos a lot more. I get off of school in a couple months, and boy am I excited for that. I'll be making a lot more videos, and I'll be investing a lot more time working on editing, because I know my editing, it lacks a lot, but I'm going to be making improvements, especially with computers software and some couple upcoming things. And I'm going to hopefully be getting a new tank. I'm going to be doing a couple new things, saltwater maybe. And I really appreciate everything that you guys do and for watching the videos and for staying updated on everything. I wouldn't be able to have this platform and have an audience if it wasn't for you guys. I really love the support, and I love everything you guys have been doing and continue to do for me. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. And I hope you guys catch LG Fish Keeping on the next video. So peace out.